Okay, water signs. Let's see what we have here for you, water signs. Oh, the Queen of Cups here. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, water signs, the first thing I see is somebody who is extremely loyal. You may have overextended yourself, I think, when you should have been just a little more reserved with yourself, and now you're finding that you overexerted, you know, and I think you may have put down your boundaries a little bit. I'm saying that because we have sacrifice here, which is the Hangman. And the Hangman is simply telling me that you now have learned. You're getting a different perspective. Basically, hindsight is 20/20. You're finding that the work that you did, some of it is lost. Not like you didn't hit save or anything. It's just either it was unused, dismantled, and you're like saying, hey, like I did well, like I was here for you. I did this, you know, not in vain, but just, you know, because I am a good person, which can I just say that the Queen of Cups is the kind of woman where they know when your cup needs to be filled. They know when it's been empty for too long. And unfortunately, you have this feeling of obligation and responsibility toward people to try and help them through their issues. This is a karmic pollution in your cycle of life. The worst is over here, but I think this has, if you keep saying to yourself, why does this keep on happening? This could have been the third person that you did this with, and specifically, it's trying to tell you to knock it the fuck off. You needed to see this the first time. Now, in your mind, you think, well, I can't help myself. I'm just a kind person and da-di-da-di-da. But that is also your downfall. And we have to remember that everything has two energies. And in some cases, it won't help you. It'll hinder you. And this is the case of a beautiful attribute, characteristic, behavior, notion about you being misused, taken for granted, so on and so forth, okay? So they're saying basically, it's like, why? You did such a beautiful job when you only should have done this. But you're so diligent about it. Because what drives you is your heart. So you will repeat the cycle as many times as it takes in order for you to stop being so nice to people. Stop overreaching. And, you know, I don't necessarily think that you set your boundary, you didn't set your boundaries here. I think you overextended yourself. And it's okay to do that to the people who do need it. And I'm not saying go out and like help the poor, which is also a good thing. You know, don't fucking crucify me up here for saying the wrong word or taking it out of context. What I mean is the people who really do need your help, you need to help them, but you need to help them to a certain point where you do not overextend yourself. Period. If you're losing sleep, if you're having issues, I feel like this will be the last time you do it, simply because the worst is over. You're not seeing the bigger picture here yet. You're not woken yet. I think that you could be spiritually awakened. If you fucking figure out not to do this again, you will start to be spiritually awoken. But it takes the next time the test is presented to you. It's not that you're just going to say, oh, I'm not going to do it, because that is nothing. It's like saying I'm going on a diet, but the next, the next meal, when it's presented to me and we're having pizza, You know what I mean? I have to decide then and there, am I going to eat the pizza or am I going to order something different? That sort of thing, okay? Or choose to not partake. And it's okay to decide not to eat at that moment if you don't want pizza. All right, in this case, we're talking about people who do not deserve your kindness. So I see that whatever depression you have will go on for a couple weeks, but then we see something here. We go the queen to the princess, and that in general is okay. This is how people see you, which is fine. This is how you feel with yourself, which is why your emotions overpour. Remember that this is a lesson in futility for you. It's going to be a very difficult venture if you can't learn how to keep to stop emptying your cup for other people, is essentially what I'm going to say. You haven't figured this out yet. You still feel self-righteous to continue to be like this, and it's not a bad thing, okay? I'm not here to kiss your ass and tell you, oh, you are the wonder of the world. No, I'm going to tell you right now that some really great attributes of you are hindering you, and they're hurting you because other people don't take them for granted. And you need to separate where that action is, and I'm telling you exactly where that trigger is. It's that need to overextend yourself. It doesn't mean you can't help people, but you got to watch your own boundaries. You can't let other people watch your boundaries for you, okay? Because then they're going to be like, what else can this person give me? And then they can decide to have a surplus and not use what you have given them, okay? We are going to move into the water aspect where you normally are. Oop. One popped out. Here we have the world. All right, good. So just watching this, if you've made it this far, you are already changing, which is great. Because this is your water aspect, water signs. Did I say this was water? If you guys know, this is usually my water deck, by the way. All right, so now we have this card and this card. We have the World and the Queen of Cups and the Moon. So you will be tested again. You do not know when. I don't think this is necessarily boyfriends that have like 1, 2, and 3 boyfriends, but I think this is random people as well. They could be friends, they could be strangers. You will learn not to share everything. You will finally fucking figure it out, which is great. Oh my God, I love this. You're going to be a lot more proud of yourself. Oh, this is great. You are going to be a lot more proud of yourself because I feel you are going to transition to helping people in a different way, where they would come to you and they're going to notice that something is off about you and that you don't normally go, oh, come in, have some cereal, whatever the case may be. But I feel like you're going to help them in ways that do not involve extending yourself, but the bulk of what you would do normally is no longer going to be that when you are helping people. It's going to be some other kind of way that you help people. It's either, I don't think you're going to be giving anybody money. You could be listening to them and you get to keep your money. Okay, so you are going to have a test. I hope you pass it because it says that you have all the makings for this to work out okay. I'm going to turn those really quick. Okay, still have 3. Ooh. The Queen of Wands. Okay, so this is the fire side, the fire aspect, saying that I am still here. My passion for wanting to help is still here. But there's a new way to which I will be following more cues and I will not be following my instinct. And in this case, your instinct is a double-edged sword and you cannot trust your thoughts sometimes. This means that you will have to sit and actually pay attention to who you want to help and the reasoning for that. What is the passion that drives you to help somebody? In this case, you're not going to follow your natural instinct, which is, let me help everybody. Let me fill their cup and empty mine out. No, this doesn't have to be like this. But this is telling me, before you saw this is where you were heading. Okay? Moving into the... sorry. I don't see it as like individual cards. I see it as like a whole thing. Where you have messed up before, you're finally going to learn from it. Okay, so you have the 10 cups that have been overturned. So, I mean, there could have been 3 people, but this is telling me in this here, and I don't mean to keep flip-flopping back and forth, but it ties into the message that was received, is that all that was lost. This is all in the past, so it's all lost. Things that you maybe have to, behaviors you have to dismantle, or 3 people, 3 situations to which you have lost a lot of money, time, energy, and so on and so forth. You will actually start to get back that amount of money because you have your own path to do aside from helping people. I don't think that's directly your path because you have 9 pentacles here, which is the next to here. So this is what you're having a hard time encompassing. You're not making as much money as you would need to, or you're not keeping your money because you're giving it away. You're going to start carrying more money. This habit is going to sort of dismantle itself. You want to pray for that too. You want to pray that any kind of situation that holds 2 people together that is not to your liking dismantles itself. We have a Lovers upside down, 5 of Pentacles upside down, the 6 of Wands, the Star, Page of Pentacles, and the Empress. Spirit is saying that sometimes you have to pick yourself in order to heal. They're saying that you're going to get away from the idea that your love language is service. It's unnecessary because what happens is you base your value off of how people react to your act of service. And it's unnecessary to do that. You're putting the responsibility of other people to give you validation, and to a certain extent, that's where it's hindering you. You're going to be much happier and much successful if you can understand this about yourself. That's all that part is saying. If you can. It says that you have the workings for it. I mean, people should have the workings for it as a default. That's not a hard thing to say, unlike, choose yourself first. But here it's telling you that you have the Empress here and the Empress here, so it's like bookend. It's bookend here. Here it shows that, you may have to be rude. You may have to say, you know what, no, I can't support you right now. No, I can only give you this right now, or I don't have it. I don't have it. I have me and myself. And then here I have the Empress right side up. So this is showing me that, you do heal. You make small steps to realize that you do have enough self-worth, okay? And you show up as the Empress. All right, so the Knight of Swords. The air aspect is immediately saying to you that you need to say what's on your mind, and you need to defend. You need to defend. You need to shut shit down. If it's not to your liking, it's not what you planned, if it's not within your repertoire, there's going to be a lot of people that you're going to have to do this to. And you're going to see, these are your boundaries here. It's saying that you need to move people who are coming to, who get upset if you don't give them something past your boundary. Because at this point, you don't like the work that you have done. This is a 6 of Pentacles upside down. So it's showing you're not exactly pleased with the work that has been done so far. Now, these people could be doing something for you also. I don't know if you maybe have a Man Friday, somebody that comes in and just helps you out somehow, and you give them money, but then they're constantly coming. But I feel like this is just quite a few things, quite a few people, being that your cup is empty. So you having to step backward and go into the Princess of Cups is okay, because I feel like when you are the Queen, not only do you have the ability, but you feel like you have the sense of responsibility to know when people's cup is empty. And the air, see, water and air are total opposites. I mean, it almost feels like a lot of things in air and opposites, but there is a little bit of air in water. We know that. And within the atmosphere itself, we know that there's a little bit of moisture within that air. But in this case, we have a variation, or a gradation. And what I'm seeing here is that you have to start taking the emotion out of your decision making. There's going to be many times that you're going to have to do this again in order to defend your cup from falling over and being given to other people. You will keep people at bay, and you will re-strategize where your money is going because you're not doing a good job right now. I'm just kidding. You're just not making the decisions that you'd like to make right now. So I hope this helps, and be well.